Hey guys, good morning. How's everything going? I'm just chilling out here right now. Had to get out in the woods and blow some stink off. I'm just chilling out, relaxing, trying to wrap my head around all the bullshit I see on the internet these days. Um, it's a joke. Everybody's all looking at these distractions and they're not looking at what's coming down the pipe, which is like all this digital currency. And I could smell an economic collapse any day now, kind of thing. This is why they want to bring you over to your digital currency and stuff. And I don't know. I do. I just try and keep my head on my shoulders, and I don't take everything too seriously. It's like you can drive yourself crazy in this world. I mean, I don't know. I've been through so much bullshit in my life. It's crazy. Sorry, man. There's mosquitoes and flies around. Yeah, so it's a joke, man. I mean, I'm in my park here. It's a big park. Don't get me wrong. It's a big ravine. Probably got homeless people living up here, and I'll do a video on the way out. But I mean, Canada's in the toilet big time, and I guess so is every other major country out there, right? And I don't know. I'm just fucking beyond myself with all the bullshit that's going on. The conspirators and the conspiracy people and all the infotainment, right? The conspiracy-tainment, the infotainment, the retarded-tainment. I spent some time on Facebook and YouTube and, but I spend a lot of my time also reading books and stuff, I mean, I'm always reading and looking into this stuff, and I've been doing this for like decades. My shit started over 50 years ago, so I mean I've been looking at this place like a hellhole for a long time, right? Yeah, I smoke my cigarettes, I smoke my weed, I drink my coffee. Sorry, but I'm a carnivore diet. I can't help it, but I've been doing that for quite a while now. I think over a year for sure, like solid. I did the vegan thing for about 5 years and it almost killed me. So if you think that those vegetables and stuff you're eating out there are all the GMO shit's good, okay, that's fine, right? I just know myself. I eat meat. That's it, right? Chicken and beef, no pork. Try and keep it. I don't eat no shrimp or crab or anything like that these days. That's what I'm all about, man. And I dig my Dave Banner gang. Yo, they're cool. On a plane, Schlominger, Mr. Cheswick. I feel for you, buddy. I can relate with you all the way along, man. We've had several conversations over there in your channel, which seems to be getting robbed for the content by assholes like Spacebusters and shit like that, right? Yeah, but that's the name of the game in this world, man. Every good deed gets screwed on, right? That's what I found. I mean, the nicer you are, the more fucking shit you get dumped on you. So I mean, I know I'm a nice guy. I just I don't appreciate. There we go. I don't appreciate people dumping their garbage on me and trying to get me to own up to it. It's bullshit. There's lots of good people out there. There's in YouTube world, it's difficult to tell who's good and who's bad, but I mean, I got a good feeling on a bunch of the people out of Dave Banner's gang. Little Wing 619, Walking Axel, that's Laura. Fiona is Little Wing 619. There's Marlene Brown, my Jap. Marlene Brown's my Jewish American princess. Um, there's Jax. That's Jax Dreamer. She puts out some good content sometimes. She's not a regular thing. She does it, once or twice a month or 3 times a month. But that's cool. She's got some good information. Lots of good people there. There's Astral Plane, Astral Thief, or what's the Astral Soul now? That's Martin. He's changed his name a couple times. Hey, bro, how's it going? There's Tutsi. There's Zeus Scott. All kinds of people. I'm having memory problems right now. I didn't. I like when it came down to the Flat Earth thing with Dave Banner's Flat Earth Lounge. First of all, you changed your hours on me. You went from like 3 o'clock in the morning instead of 5 o'clock in the morning. Start up in my time here in Toronto. So that kind of threw me off. Plus, when I got to get up early and get to the gig, it's hard to blend it in there. And then, but back to what I was saying. I mean, this total TFE bullshit. Mr. Cheswick and myself spotted right off the get-go it was a total bullshit. I never go to Jeranism or that fucking goddamn any of those channels, man. I mean, I told you guys back in the day when I met up with that Patricia Steer and that Mark Sargent here in Toronto, I got a really bad sketchy feeling out of the whole deal. That's Patrick Steer, by the way. And yeah, I felt like I was in a room with cops, the CIA or whatever. I mean, and even with this, the whole bullshit, all these flat earth get-togethers and stuff, nothing but cash cows and grifting, man. My buddy Duke, Duke Joint, he's my friend Kevin in Australia. He says Pink Panther truthers and CIA operatives. That's what he had on. He was saying. And I can agree with that, man. I mean, fuck. But the TFE thing, what a joke. Are you kidding me? It was a stab in the back of anybody that was in the truth community. And if anybody bought into that, like, give your head a shake, man. Sorry, man, I don't know if you can even see me. Fuck. I can't move around too much because I'm sitting on a wall here that's probably a couple centuries old. Probably from a castle or something. Anyway, yeah, so I mean, there's lots of people on Dave Banner I should say hi to, and I don't know, like, I'm getting lost for words here, but the whole TFB was a joke, dealing with all these operatives in the YouTube world is another thing you got to get over, right? I did that fucking, remember I was on Nacho's channel one day, and he had Dell and RV on there, and I was exposing Dell and RV as being, well, RV is a full-blown Mason, I do believe. He's also Jewish, which, I got no problem with people being Jewish, but he's more like a Mossad agent than a Freemason, by the way. And he's got family that live in Israel, and he's got relatives that are in the Ukrainian military in high-ranking positions, and this is what I picked up. And Dell, he's another agent too. Fucking clown show, Rising Earth. You gotta be kidding me. Are you really gonna be getting into that bullshit? Really? As soon as I start listening, change the subject. I was on that Nachos. I thought Nacho was pretty cool. I was actually, I don't do lives. Very rarely do I do a live. And I was going to do a live on Nachos because I thought he was heading in the right direction. So I'm on Nacho's channel, and I said something about RV being a Mason, and I said Dell's a scammer too, right? And a Mason, from what I picked up, got to be 5 years ago, even more, probably even 6 or 8 years ago. I heard something through the grapevine about Dell being a Mason. Anyway, I got no time of day for Freemasons, man. I mean, fuck. if you haven't noticed, like all your politicians and that, they're all in that same clique, right? And all this, it's an evil empire is what that is. Anyway, so I'm on Nacho's channel, and what's happens? That nose, the nose 777 jumps in, bans me from Nacho's channel, right? And so I sent Nacho an email. I said, "Fuck, I'm not coming on your channel. I thought you were in the game, buddy, but you're not my game, that's for sure." And that didn't fly right. And then, he ends up moving in with a nose 777, and ends up fucking leaving there very shortly after, and coming out there with fucking stink on his hair. Which he got none left, by the way. He cut his hair off when he got here. Anyway, that was kind of dumb. Right? However, I got around it, and I just press on. I look. Rethink Inc.'s Matthew, he's cool. He was there a lot, and I think he could see what was going on. There was a whole bunch of people there. I can't deal with Nacho, right? I like Raphael Kaminsky. He's pretty cool. He was doing some work with David Ewing Jr. and Nacho and Andreas Exertus with they were doing those David Ewing Jr. History things, and they were pretty interesting. I got a bunch of David Ewing Jr. books. I read books. I don't get all my information off the internet. You can fucking see me, the crack in the trees. But yeah, it's just the world's a clown show, and YouTube and that. If you want to be a YouTube employee, that's your gig, man. But you know what? You get caught up in that game, and you end up becoming a YouTube employee, and then you got to come up with content after content after content, good or bad. As long as you keep your sub base happy and keep them coming back, because if you ain't coming back, they ain't making no money. And this is part of the gig too, right? I mean, I'm all over the place, man. One of the guys I kind of like, pardon me, I got a little, what do you call it, COPD, because I smoke a lot of cigarettes and I smoke a lot of weed. So I got a bit of a scratchy throat today. Anyway, yeah, so if you want to be a YouTube employee, that's one thing, but I mean, they don't want anybody to have any jobs, if you haven't noticed that. Here in Canada, it's a clusterfuck, man. They've got, they brought all these Emmys in here, and they're just taking my country and turning it into a fucking shithole, right? I'm sure it's happening where you are too, right? See, this is the Carnegie plan, right? I got that fucking couldn't have fucking Carnegie book at home too, about how they want to get rid of the white race, right? Because the white race, they're pretty smart people, man. And they can't have smart people in this world, because if they want to have a totalitarian government, you can't be involved with it. They can't have people that can think above their shoulders, right? They just need a good zombie to walk around, and I'll tell you, there's enough of them out here now. I mean, I'm bumping into people coming down here in the park, but they're still wearing a mask today. Lyceum, I appreciate your support. She's out there. She popped into my head just a second ago, because I was thinking about, she's got some serious construction and housing developments going on in her place there, and I think it's in North Carolina there, but the south part of it. And this world is screwed up, man, and I don't know. I try not to worry about anything, and I sleep good at night. I don't take no pills. I don't take no. I don't go to no doctors. I don't even drink the city water, for crying out loud. I drink distilled water. I drink my coffee. I smoke my cigarettes. I smoke my weed. Don't go to doctors. And try and keep a happy smile on my face and get along with this as much as possible. Everybody's got anxiety. how you deal with it's one way. You gotta let it go, man. You can't take on the burden of this fucking world. You know, that's what I'm saying. You gotta relax, chill out. I do watch Charles Was. He's pretty good. He's got some content, but then sometimes he gets the thug life in there, and that's when I leave because I can't deal with that. I like Max Vision Remote Viewing Class. He's pretty cool. He's in Hamilton. Charles Was is in Connecticut. He puts on some good stuff. It's not one of those big circus. Like I think Charles has just got over 1,000 subs himself, and I think Max is he's coming up to 1,000 subs or something like too. I mean, the big channels you got to watch out for because they're always into it for ego, or they're into it for money. And like I'm into it just for truth. I mean, if I can find out the truth, I want to tell you. I got books and stuff, man. I mean, what do I got with me today? Know the only truth, right? See that book? That's a good book. Disruptive Consciousness. Sebastian Stanislavski, or whatever his name is. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I read books like that, and I've been doing that for a long time. I mean, I was saying a long time ago, I'm on my third book collection, and that's what happens when you get into relationships and they don't work out very well. But anyway, I got my place, and I got my books, and I chill out. I'm not growing any weed this summer. If I was going to grow any weed, I got to get a different lighting system for my tent. And right now I'm growing some tobacco on Marty Brown's balcony. So just something different, right? I'm always growing shit. LDZ, you're cool. I love your content. Music Realm, that's Brendan. He's right on. Charles has got a good channel. I like him. He's got some good content. And I kind of got a feeling I can trust him. Kind of, you know, he's just not into it for the fucking great gig, the cash grab all the time, you know. He's suffering just like anybody else. If I want money, I gotta go out and bust my ass. You know, that's the name of the game. My first job was picking tobacco when I was 13 years old. I'll make a video of that. That's a tough job, right? Backbreaking shit, but I'll tell. You know, I was out there working with the natives and the French guys, and my buddy, he's German. He had a farm out there. And but yeah, I've been awake for a long time, and I really don't deal with bullshit. And YouTube's full of fucking horse shit. I look at it like 80%, even maybe 90% of what I see on the internet is bullshit. And it's all a psychological operation, right? And so this is where you got to take the good with the bad. There's a lot of peer porn going on out there, and you know, it's just, don't get all messed up in it, right? I'm telling you, the government likes, you know, the only good thing a government's good for is basically killing their own citizens. And being a citizen is another joke. We're born on these fucking goddamn farms, right? You know, they want you to work fucking 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week, and then you're still not making enough. You know, you got a wife and kids to feed, you don't make enough money. And it puts the whole relationship, and this is part of the destruction of the family unit, right? I went through that a couple times. Where I just, no matter how much you worked, you just didn't have enough fucking money, right? And then people don't get happy, and then you start, you know, doing stupid things like drugs and drinking. Fuck, man. I've had a history of drugs. I was thinking earlier about something about drugs. Yeah, I remember I was on 300 milliliters of methadone a day. I was walking down here, and I looked at myself and I said, fuck, buddy. I'm only about 150 pounds. I used to be 110 pounds at one point. When I broke both my thighs, my shin and my pelvis, and then they put my fucking left hip in my right thigh. half of my fucking pelvis in the back is in my fucking other parts of my body. I mean, look, I spent my youth, my grade 4 teacher was the best teacher I ever had. She taught me stuff in grade 4 that I learned in advanced biology when I went back to Humber College when I was like 43 or something. Or no, I was probably later than that, probably 48 or something. I went back to college for a couple of minutes. And what they were teaching me in advanced biology at Humber College, or no, George Brown College, pardon me. Humber College did a documentary on me. Because it was a flat realm thing. Anyway, yeah, they were teaching me the same stuff that I learned in grade 4 from Mrs. Lewis. And then I walked right out of class as soon as I started seeing this on the fucking screen. It wasn't even on a blackboard. It was one of these digital computer screens and shit. You know, everything was all, what do they call it, format, whatever. I don't know. I'm not a good computer guy. I don't even own a fucking cell phone. I've known a cell phone in over 8 years, right? You know, I don't have a TV. I've known a television for probably over 15 years. I don't even know how long, right? I got 3 desktop computers and 2 laptops at home, and that's all I got, and my library. So I mean, yeah. So this is where I'm saying, you know, YouTube can be a fucking clusterfuck. Pardon me for cursing like that, but that's all I got to say about it, right? You know, I try and find out the truth. I'm still back, because when it comes to flat earth, the thing is, we know it's not the spinning ball. We know NASA's full of liars. We know our education system is nothing but a fucking indoctrination system. So we don't know where we live. We don't have the technology to be able to go up and check out where we live ourselves. Is there other lands? I believe there's other lands. I believe there's hidden lands all over the place. I believe there's places on maps we don't even see. I don't even believe there's a true map out there that they've given us that's real. So you can do the circle jerk, the echo chambers of flat earth, the echo chambers of truth, right? You know, I don't really buy much of that Mandela either, Dave Banner. I wish I knew your real name. But you know, this is where it gets creepy, because if you, I even looked at that CERN bullshit, man. I heard that CERN started off as a $25 million psychological operation. Yeah. You know, CERN's not real, and NASA's not real, and all this bullshit's not real. How much of these fucking truthers are pushing out the real gear anyway? The good stuff, the real stuff, the truth. Sorry, I'm smoking Mike Tyson Kush with some distillate on the rolling paper, so it keeps going out on me. It's just not like a cigarette. Anyway, you can't get caught up with all the fucking bullshit in the YouTube world. You know, I'm looking at this. Solid Speaks puts out some pretty cool information, which I find his information is awesome. I've bought all his books. He's got 6 books. I bought them all in hardcover. I'm going through the golden age of Saturn right now, right? And these people that claim to be our politicians and our kings and queens and all these people that you see on YouTube and on the news and the media, look at. Not every Jew out there is an evil fucker, right? You know, there's good and bad, right? Just like in any other. Like I was raised Roman Catholic. Fuck, man. You want to talk about a nightmare? Take your kids down to the Roman Catholic Church and have them get in their front of their knees in front of that fucking altar, and look up at the poor guy with the crown of thorns on his head, and he's all stabbed, and they got him nailed to a cross, bleeding all over himself. What a horrific fucking thing. And then you're thinking to yourself subconsciously, the God of this world let his son go through that? Are you kidding me? Look at, I'm a father, and I'm telling you right now, I would never put my son through anything like that, or my daughter, or my fucking grandkids, or anything. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, what a psychological operation. Fuck, you gotta be kidding me, right? And Roman Catholic Church is the richest organization on the rock. That's where your tax money goes to, right? Goes through the Freemasonic hands, and then they whitewash it, and they do all that, and then they got the Hofjudens doing all their banking for them, and then it goes to the Roman Catholic papal bloodlines, right? And they got all their foot soldiers, the Freemasons, and all these fuck Illuminati-tards and shit show, bullshit, doing all the, keeping everybody under this guise of working every day, and look, we're gonna go vote for Donald Trump. You fucking kidding me? You that Epstein shit, you're gonna get all messed up in that psyop. Meanwhile, they're bringing about a digital currency, which means you won't be able to go work for cash money. You won't be able to put $2 under your daughter's pillow when she loses a tooth, because you can't leave crypto coins. The tooth fairy doesn't take digital. There's no, like I said, there's no kids going out and mowing lawns for cash money, right? There's none of that. I mean, you want to talk about living in a dystopia? It's a digital prison. Everybody's just going on, yeah. Look, just coming down here. I got a tent city happening up here in my little valley here, and it's getting bigger and bigger every time I come down here. There's more and more tents. I can see Mark's house from here, right? This tent's over there. Mark's a buddy of mine. He's all fucked up on drugs, right? He's been around here for years. Every time I see him, I either give him smokes or give him a pack of smokes or $5 or something, because I can just see he's a cool guy. He's like probably 55.